Very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome along to the Grant Store Victory Park Stadium. For this afternoon's game here at Chorley, Magpies taking on Scarborough Athletic. To all of the supporters joining us this afternoon. Just starting the stream up nice and early as per usual these days, just to make sure everything works swimmingly.
Yeah, both sets of players at the minute doing the warm-ups. Kick off in about 20 minutes or so time.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a really good game this afternoon, Ewan, doesn't it? Both teams coming into it full of form. I say that surely, obviously, off the back of a good win in midweek against Marine, and Scarborough a 3-0 win at home against Spennymoor Town.
Yeah, and before that as well, Scarborough a very impressive 4-3 win away to Hednesford. I mean, talk about players in form at the minute. Rio Allen's in red-hot form at the start of this season, 4 goals in his last 2 games. He'll be looking to score once again today. gentlemen. We are back in the hot seat here at Victory Park. It's myself and Oran Willis. With me today, Chorley at home to Scarborough Athletic. 4th game of the season, 2nd game of the season at home. Oran, it's quite a packed crowd once again here. Hopefully another win for Chorley.
Yeah, the weather's looking good today. Looks like a great day for football. Obviously coming off the back of the win on Tuesday night. Momentum's with Chorley now. Obviously Scarborough had a win on Tuesday night as well, so both teams will be coming in with a bit of form. But I expect the win today. A very depleted squad here for Scarborough. We'll go through the team sheets in a bit, but I've had a few conversations with the couple of directors from Scarborough today who've given me some insight, so I'll fill you in when we get to that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as for Chorley, before the teams come out, I'll give you a little bit of team news on Chorley. 2 changes today. Warren Clark dropping out with a precautionary knock. I say knock, he's dropped out of the squad. More of a precaution rather than anything serious. And as well as Billy Whitehouse drops to the bench. In place of them 2, Jack Hazelhurst makes his return to the starting 11, and Adam Blakeman starts for the first time since the opening game against Chester. So, 2 changes for Chorley Oran, but replaced by very ample replacements, you have to say. Yeah,
that's a good thing about Chorley. We've got good sort of equal squad players as well. We can rotate, our full-backs, you can switch them out now and again, and also our midfield has got some robust players in as well. And then, bringing Jack Hazelhurst back in, our marquee player, which is obviously fantastic. Had a really good game here previously, so obviously we would like to see that again today.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, talk about Adam Blakeman coming back into the side. He might have his hands full today because he's up against Rio Allen, who scored 4 goals in his last 2 games. So you have to say, in terms of the early season form guides, he's probably the man of form in the league in a minute. So it'll be interesting to see that little battle on that left hand side of the pitch from a Chorley perspective anyway.
Yeah, that's one of Scarborough's strengths, is their wingers. They're both very pacey wingers, and looking at who we've got at full back today, we've got obviously Adam Blakeman and Jack Moore. Not both blessed with blistering pace, so they'll have to be very defensively minded and obviously ensure that they get on the right side of those defenders and try not to get beat by the pace. But also that also means that our wingers will need to support them as well. Come back and track. Balla will have to come back and track as well and support Blakeman on the left. And Hazelhurst, if he is dropping out to the right as well, he'll have to drop back and help Jack Moore as well. But that's kind of one of the areas where Scarborough will look to try to penetrate. Chorley will be down those wings, get in behind Blakeman, get in behind Jack Moore, but the Chorley players will have to be aware of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw on Tuesday night, myself, I know you weren't there, but we saw a very, very spirited Chorley performance. But one thing that we have sort of seen, which is becoming a regular occurrence for Chorley, is that the starting game is very, very quickly now. There's 2 games in a row now where they scored a goal within the opening 2 minutes. And obviously against Chester there was a penalty within the opening 5 minutes. That was eventually missed, of course. But Chorley really are starting games at the minute, and obviously it's the team talk from Andy Priest, the way he wants his players to come out and show no fear, battle from the first whistles. Both teams are starting to be the way out now onto the pitch. Chorley really are taking against the opposition at the minute. I think you're probably banking on Chorley being the first team to score a goal in the league once again this week. It's sort of like I remember last season, or it might be last season or the season before. But if you remember, when Brentford was scoring the first minute game, 3 games in the trot, maybe Chorley can follow suit. But I think it's going to be a very, very competitive game today. Scarborough with 2 very, very good wins back to back. Chorley back to winning ways against Marine, and you can't really say Chorley performed badly in the 2 games before that, just against 2 very, very good teams. But the handshakes are happening, Oran. I'm going to put you on the spot here. What's your prediction for today?
I think it's going to be quite a competitive game. I do believe that Chorley will have probably the most here as well. As I mentioned before, there's quite a depleted squad within Scarborough. You've got players who have played 4 games in a row actually without being changed around so far early in the season. They've had a couple of players that injured. They've also had suspensions because they obviously got a player sent off on Tuesday as well. So it was 2 yellow cards, so he's out for the game. So I do think Chorley will win today, and I think I'm pretty confident with a bit of 2-0 win.
Yeah, let's hope for another win, shall we? It was really good to see a win and a clean sheet on Tuesday evening. Really good performance by that man in goal, Lee Bostowell. Really showed why Preston rate him so highly, and why they feel as though maybe one day he could be Preston's number 1. For now he's on loan at Chorley, of course, and really good spirited performance on Tuesday evening. Like I said, let's hope that the Magpies can follow it up today with another win.
Yeah, I definitely think Chorley are going to have the most of it here as well because of the just doing Coin toss. I thought there was a minute silence or something happening there. Sorry. Yeah, I think Chorley will have the midfield battle really well here as well. Colin Rowe has been fantastic since he's joined Chorley. He's broke the ball down. He does the dirty work, but also what I love about him is he looks for that forward pass right away. He's not just sort of the sweeper Makaleli. He's also then looking for that pass forward to get forward in the play. And I say picking up with that wonderful free kick on Tuesday night.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, you look at that Chorley midfield, there's not many in the league that are going to be better, going to have a better three than Mike Calverley, Sam Fielding and Callum Rowe. And as you say, Callum Rowe, new signing, looked really, really good, as has Sam Fielding. Sam obviously had that bit of extra grit in his teeth coming up against Marine, his old club on Tuesday, but he's really, really looked solid in that midfield as the referee looks to his watch. And we're off here at the Grantstow Victory Park. It's the 4th game of the season. It's Chorley at home to Scarborough Athletic. Let's hope for another win. Scarborough, early doors, sending the ball forwards. It's headed quite well back by a Chorley player. First touch there for Blakeman. Just not sticking for either side at this moment in time. Callum Rowe sends one forward into Elliot Taylor. Elliot with the touchdown. Here's Callum Rowe with a bit of space. Tries to send the pass out wide, looking for Hazelhurst. Brown will see that go all the way back to his keeper and Ryan Whitley, and straight away there, Oran, you see that ball from Callum Rowe looking for the run of Jack Hazelhurst instantly.
Yeah, you saw Hazelhurst darting away to the right hand side. Callum Rowe was kind of in that quarterback position looking to spray it. I actually think the right ball was actually over the left hand side. Balla had made a run inside and actually wasn't being marked. He was screaming for it as well, so I think if you had a look to the left, the better ball there would have been to Balla.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch Stephen Balla, his first start for the Magpies on Tuesday evening. He ran a lot, you have to say. I'm not too sure whether he was as involved as he would have hoped to have been, but there were certainly glimpses of quality, and show why Chorley really wanted to get him in on loan before the deadline, well, before the start of the season. So, and here he is now with the ball on the left hand side of the pitch. A few step overs, he's caught, then he goes down, no doing for the referee. Callum Roden gives it back to Blakeman. Blakeman tricks it, sends a pass into Hazelhurst. It's a bit of a loose pass that from Hazelhurst himself. It's cut out well by Lewis Maloney. Chorley's starting with the same intensity that we've seen in the previous 3 games there, Oran.
Yeah, it was a good start there. Hazelhurst picked the ball up on the edge of the box and he kind of did a stun pass, looking to give the Balla, but Balla thought it was going to be a round the corner pass. It would, if he had sort of seen what Hazelhurst was trying to set up for him there, he would have had a great shot on goal, but he just unfortunately put it behind him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as you say, it's one of those starts again by Chorley where they're just trying to put the opposition on the back foot early doors. Hello to Alan from Spain once again. Quite regularly seeing that message in chat. Do tell us, what you think about the commentary today, whether the sound quality is good. Any thoughts and feedback is greatly appreciated, as well as where you're listening in from as well. Throw in here for Scarborough, taken down the line. It's very, very poor throw, and it's bounced out and then gone back in and gone back out of play there. Blakeman then sends one down the line himself. It's headed away by Kieran Waleji. It's Fielding trying to pounce on a loose ball. He scoops it up into the area to go up for another Scarborough throw. And I had, the privilege of watching both games last season. I was on my own making the trip to Bridlington, as it was, where Scarborough were playing last year, and some experience, I must say. One of the less enchanting games of football I've ever watched, put it that way, a 0-0 draw. I don't think we're going to see that today. I think already there's been more action in the opening 3 minutes here than there was in the entire 90 that day. But other than that, there's a 2-2 draw last season here at Victory Park. Scarborough felt a bit hard done by that day because there was a goal which they thought was wrongfully ruled out for offside. Chorley had a few chances of their own, but that was a really, really good competitive game. So I think it's fair to say that last season, both sides, with 2 points from both games, there was not really much to separate both sides, and it'll be interesting to see how that happens today. Blakeman sends a long throw into the box here in towards Harvey Smith. It's headed away though by Luca Colville of Scarborough. Blakeman's going to get a second bite at the cherry. In it goes again by Blakeman. This one's got a bit more weight to it, but it's gathered by Ryan Whitley. He takes a quick kick out, looking for Federa. Good header away there by Jack Moore. Stephen Balla trying to put the press on for Chorley. Scarborough got it with their captain Will Thornton now. As we've seen, Oran, really since that first game against Chester, Chorley opted to go with a 4-4-2 with the two midfielders. Ever since then, there's been three in midfield, and you have to say since that game, they have looked a bit more imperious in midfield, Chorley, since switching to a three.
Yeah, they're a lot more solid with that three inside. And letting Jack Hazelhurst kind of be like the free roll who can pop up on the left and the right.
Yeah, here comes Chorley against Sandfield, and his pass is a bit short, looking for Hazelhurst. It's caught out well by the Scarborough defender. He sends one forwards. Max Hunt's going to clear. Good touchdown there by Jack Moore, keeping the ball in play. Here's Callum Rowe. Herver Hannon, as he's now called, is trying to close down Rowe. He gives it to Fielding. Chorley just knocking it about inside their own half at this moment in time. Jack Moore picks his head up. Gives it to Harvey Smith. Not much of a press here from Scarborough, you have to say. They're quite content with Chorley having it in their own half as Smith sends a long ball forward looking for Calvi. Just a bit too much on that one for Carls to get on. Carl's obviously opening his account, the new skipper this season, with a really good goal against Marine, one which shows, well, if there's a goal to ever sum up Mike Calvi, it's that, the tenacity to win the ball back, battle, and then find the composure and place it into the bottom right corner. Really good goal from Carls, and as we say, helping the Magpies to a deserved 2-0 victory during the week against Marine. Throw down the line from Blakeman, looking towards Taylor. Will Edgley heads it only as far as Stephen Balla. Bit of a loose touch there from Balla, and Scarborough regain possession. Chorley though battling straight away. Taylor there trying to get in ahead of Will Edgley. Will Edgley opts to clear. Harvey Smith sends it back towards Taylor. Question of maybe whether he's offside. Not doing. Then Taylor goes down. Fans around us think that was a foul. Once again, the referee says no.
Thought there was a bit of a tug on him there, but referee didn't think so.
Now Scarborough got the ball once again with the captain. Clip forward down the left hand side. It's a bit of a poor ball. Hazelhurst heads it clear. And go out for a Scarborough throw. Hunt imperious in the air there over Federa, but Sea Dogs keep possession for now. There's Maloney trying to, trying to switch the play there, but it's a very, very poor ball by the number 4, and it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, he tried the Hollywood pass there from the sort of centre mid, trying to ping it out to the far right, but just completely scuffed it out for a goal kick.
There's that big kick that we're getting used to seeing there from Leibos Stowell. It's headed away by Will Edgley. It's the first touch of the game there for Rio Allen as Harvey Smith dispossesses a long ball. Loose pass there from Harvey though, and Blakeman's been beaten in the air by Federa, but he'll have the awareness to get back and win the ball.
Yeah, to be careful there, Blakeman, because he wasn't going to win the head, but it was also the right winger coming right in behind it as well, so could have been caught out of position very easily there.
Yeah, Hazelhurst now with the ball at his feet, tries to send it back to Jack Moore. In the end it comes back off Hazelhurst and it goes out for a Scarborough throw. Needs to be an even contest so far. Brown just puts his foot through it for Scarborough. He's going to be headed away by Harvey Smith. Federa was very, very close there to getting a touch onto that, but it goes to Max Hunt. Hunt sends the ball forward looking towards Taylor. It's headed away fairly easily though by Thornton. Flick on again, here's Fielding with the ball at his feet into Hazelhurst. Being closed down there a bit, Jack Moore passed on the line looking for Taylor.
Offside.
Taylor, yeah, correct there, Oran. Offside flag up against Taylor. Taylor, I think, just timing his run a bit too soon there.
Yeah, he just went a bit too early. It was a great ball down the line by Jake Moore, right down the line to the far right position, and Elliot Taylor sort of peeled out to that wide, but he was just gone a bit too early. It was about 2 foot offside there, right in front of the linesman.
So it's going to be a free kick taken by the Scarborough keeper, Ryan Whitley. Forward it goes towards the left hand side. It's flicked on by Luca Colville. Max Hunt gets his head to it and he'll go out for yet another Scarborough throw about 30 yards away from goal here at this moment in time. Here's Herver Hannon. He's got trying to send a good ball out wide. It's touched on well there by Jack Waldron, but good defending, getting back, as you mentioned that before kick-off, Oran, that the two wingers are going to have to trap back there, and Stephen Ballard's done his job excellently.
Yeah, it'll be the target for Scarborough to do that, so Andy Priest would have schooled them on that. Our wingers will need to tuck in.
Colville's now popped up on the right-hand side. He's trying to get it onto his left foot, tries to send the back heel through. It's cut out. Perver gives it back into him, and it's a loose touch in the end by Colville, and it goes all the way through to Lebow. And goal. And he sends an angle kick out to Taylor. Taylor heading it to Hazelhurst. There's a good challenge in there from Hazelhurst. He manages to keep the ball, gives it to Jack Moore. Moore now running inside the pitch, goes back to Harvey Smith.
One thing I would say is that with the lovely bit of rain that we've had, the pitch is looking a bit more greener.
Yeah, we have to say that. I mean, it's getting better. It's seemingly every time that we come back to the Grant Stowe Victory Park Stadium, the pitch is probably looking the best it's been for a couple of months. You have to say.
Yeah, it's been tough with the hot weather. For you can't water the grass as much as you want to.
Federa now for the bit of space there. There's a shot. I mean, you have to say Federa there. He did a good piece of skill getting around Harvey Smith, then gets it onto his left foot, which is his weakest side, and it's a scuff shot in the end. But bit of a let off there for Chorley. Yeah,
that's it. It's probably a little bit more than a half chance for him, really. He did duck inside. He was sort of clean right through, and he just couldn't get a good strike away. Only scuffed it, and Lebow was very happy for it to trickle into his hands.
As I said, it's probably the first opportunity of the game there, which was squandered by Federa himself. Federa obviously played a big part in Scunthorpe's promotion 2 seasons ago, in which he was on loan from York. Since then he's had loan spells at Worksop and Guiseley in the league below, so I have to say really for him, and last season a bit of a come down going to dropping down to the league below, when the season before that he played such an integral role in Scunthorpe going up. But he's now at Scarborough, he's a permanent player at Scarborough, so it'll be interesting to see how he kicks on this year. One ball forward by Thornton. Colville's trying to keep it in the end Maxwell gets it off and sends it down the line. Good flick on there by Jack Hazelhurst. Colville with a bit of a loose pass to Taylor. Taylor's done well. Hazelhurst now trying to send the long ball out to Balla on the far side. Jack Waldron's going to beat him to it. Sends it down the line towards Rio Allen. Blakeman's all over the back of him here, and then Waldron gets it back and goes back to the keeper. Balla with a flick on. Calvely's quite far offside there at the minute. Here's Hazelhurst, touched it down, gives it to Calvely, who's now back on side. Calvely on the edge of the penalty area, ball sent low towards Taylor. It's a good challenge in there by one of the Scarborough defenders. I can't quite make out who it was. I think it was the fullback Alex Brown coming from left all the way in. Good tracking there of Elliot Taylor, because I think one of the centre backs there had switched off. I think it's Thornton had switched off, and had Alex Brown not been switched on there, Taylor had the whole goal to aim at and could have put Chorley 1 goal into the lead.
Yeah, it was a good slip-through pass by Hazelhurst the Calves, who found himself in that left channel.
Hazelhurst again, he's getting more and more into this game. Here's Jack Moore with a bit of space on the right-hand side, closing onto his left. He's going to open up here to shoot. Shot by Jack Moore. It's a good effort. It's just over though. Good play there by Jack Moore.
Yeah, lovely pass into the inside. Jack Moore ran down the right, cut into the left-hand side, jinked a few times to get a bit of space on the edge of the D. Left-footed strike. Curling, looked like it was going in, was only about a foot over the bar. Good chance for Chorley.
Yeah, really good play there by Jack Moore. As we say, Hazelhurst originally with a good piece of skill in midfield, gets out of his feet, gives it to Jack Moore on the right hand side, he checks it onto his left, curling effort just over the bar, but Chorley growing into this game, and there's a good header down there by Elliot Taylor into Callum Rowe. Rowe now into Stephen Balla. Balla is forced to go back here a bit, and in the end he's been dispossessed. There's a bit of a loose pass there looking for Federa, but I have to say at the minute, Chorley are looking like most likely maybe to get the opening goal.
Yeah, the game's sort of going in the way I kind of thought it would do with Scarborough anyway. Anytime they get the ball, they want to get it away quick, but down those wings. Chorley seem to be sharp and on that as well. And say Balla is tracking in, Hazelhurst is tracking in and supporting the full-backs. And then when they break it down, Chorley are going on the opposite sort of as well, pinging the ball forward quickly. Moore working it through the middle and then spraying it wide. using the robust 3 in the midfield.
Yeah, some really good battling there by Jack Hazelhurst, ends up winning Chorley a throw. Probably just in Blakeman range here for a long throw to be launched into the box. Smith and Hunt have gone forwards. Into the box it goes, it's towards Hunt, it's headed away though by Willedgie, it's cleared a bit further. Callum Rowe's in a foot race here with Federa to get to it. Here is Rowe. Federa puts a foot in, Rowe still battling, Perver puts his foot through, and I think Rowe might have just caught him a bit late there, and it's a free kick for Scarborough.
Yeah, you see those ones where you've took a bit of a slightly heavy touch and you run through, and the defender's always going to get there ahead of you, but you have to keep your foot in, and the referee's rightly giving a free kick to Scarborough there.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those ones as well where, you know, Rowe's done well there to not go in with his studs up,
yeah.
You know. Good smart play there by the former Aston Villa man. Blakeman clips ball here into Elliot Taylor. First touch is a bit loose, he's done well with his second. He's bought Charlie a foul here just on halfway.
I've liked what I've seen of Taylor so far in the game. He's being that hold-up play, and the ball's coming to him as well, it's sticking, or if he is doing a flick on, he is accurately finding Hazelhurst or Bala. So I'm really impressed so far. And obviously had that little half chance earlier on as well.
Yeah, well, me and Pete made the point against South Shields where we couldn't believe that he was in step 5 of non-league all the way through till, you know, last season. It's unbelievable that, you know, no one had ever picked him up, and now obviously we're very lucky at Chorley to have him on top of this moment in time. Clip ball into the box, he's going to fall into Hazelhurst on the edge of the box, can't quite get it out of his feet. In the end, tries to dink an effort. It's going to be headed away though by Thornton, and here's Rio Allen, the danger man probably for Scarborough, running down the right hand side.
Hall's free on the left.
A bit of space here, and in the end it's good battling back there by Callum Rowe to get a foot in, and Blakeman clears. Missed opportunity there, Oran, you have to say, and you were correct, there was a free man on the left hand side. I don't think Allen picked his head up soon enough to notice that. Yeah,
it looked like Rio Allen, although he was on the ball, it didn't look like he actually had full control of it, even though he was running with it. If he actually had his head up and he looked to the left, Hall was running free down the left hand side. He made the wrong choice. He didn't even make a choice, and that's how Blakeman was able to stick a foot in and win it back.
Yeah, it was almost like Allen had a bit of tunnel vision there, where he was just sort of, you know, running in a straight line, not really moving his head, you know, to look wherever it was going. But I say, a little bit maybe of an opportunity there for Scarborough, which wasn't pounced on. Long ball forward is won back though by Balla. Here's Callum Rowe. Goes down by Maloney, goes back to Balla. Aiming towards Taylor, he's going to battle here with Willedgie. He's got the better of Willedgie. Great play there by Elliot Taylor. Elliot Taylor now running towards the penalty area, tries to check back in onto his right foot. He's cut out well though by Maloney, the recovering run. And in the end it's put out of play for a Chorley throw. But that's what we like to see from Elliot Taylor. That's what we're becoming used to seeing. You know, he never says no to a challenge.
Yeah, he done well there. Looked like that chance had gone away after a bit of miscontrol. But he bottled back, won the ball back, and Chorley are in a dangerous position here. The perfect position for a short one actually this time.
He's gone short here to Callum Rowe. Blakeman has gone back into Blakeman. He's going to get it out of his feet here and send a cross in. It comes off the head of the Scarborough player there. It goes out for another Chorley throw, probably about 5 or 6 yards back from where the initial throwing was. In fact, it's a fair bit further back. I thought it was a bit further forwards than that. He's taking it short once again. Here's Hazelhurst back into Blakeman. Blakeman's going to try not to cross it. Goes off. Jack Waldron once again closed him down. It's yet another Chorley throw. I think you have to assume, Oran, that this time this one will go into the box.
Yeah, tried a few short ones there. Probably go for it. Well, no.
Never mind.
Did you wrong again?
It's the feet of Ballet. Back to Blakeman. Can he get this cross in? Yes, he can. It's headed away. It's not fully clear yet. Rio Allen trying to get it out of his feet. Good play there by Calvert to step across. Here's Fielding, about 30 yards or so from goal. Ulster maybe opens up to shoot there. Here's Stephen Balla. His shot low. Ooh. It's just wide from Balla. It's a good effort from the man on loan from the Danish side, AB. But say Oran, Chorley at the minute, the side on top.
Yeah, did really well there, Balla. Ball was played, fizzed in the sort of turned it outside of his left foot, made a bit of space, looked for the bottom right corner, drove it low, bit of a daisy cutter, and it was only about a foot wide of the right post there. Very close for Chorley. But as I always say, you don't score if you don't shoot.
Yeah, one of the famous lines from Martin Tyler when I used to play FIFA when I was a bit younger was, if you don't buy a ticket, you never win the raffle. And that's what Chorley have got to try and do, try and test the keeper a bit at this moment in time. Good play there by Colville for Scarborough. He picks his head up trying to send out a diagonal ball once again. It's a bit loose though, and it goes out of play for a Chorley throw. Nothing that Jack Waldron could do there to keep it in play.
No, you could see what he was doing there, trying to spread it wide, and the right back was Waldron was going to bomb on because there was a lot of space down that right hand side, but a bit too Hollywood and out for a Chorley throw in.
Yeah, interesting to see Jack Waldron finally made permanent by Scarborough after Scarborough had him on loan from Sheffield United for the past 2 seasons. So we can officially say that he is a Scarborough player now. Ball by Jack Moore, clipped towards Calvley. In the end, Thornton, I think it was, tried to clear it, comes off Calvley's boot and goes out for a goal kick.
He didn't look too assured there, did he? It's usually one of those ones where you just stick a head on, really, but he tried to volley it out, and Calv's just right on him, not letting him have an easy ball out. It was one of those ones that pinged back off you and then straight in out for a goal kick.
Referee here having a quick word with Harvey Smith and Mo Federa. I'm not too sure what about, because I was obviously focusing on the action on the opposite side of the pitch, but that seems
well, if it's Harvey Smith, you can probably guess what it is. A little bit of off the ball, let's say.
Without trying to insinuate anything.
Yes, nothing at all, never.
But yeah, here comes Scarborough once again. It's a loose touch, this time by Colville, and he goes out for a Chorley throw.
Yeah, first 20 minutes gone now. I'd say Chorley definitely on top. Nothing too clear from both sides, but I'd say Chorley with possession and more of the attacking threat.
Yeah, I'd have to agree at this moment in time. Is Rio Allen trying to send the ball looking towards Federa, and Max Hunt gets it. Gives it to Stowell in goal. Stowell's just going to give it back to Hunt. Chorley building from the back at this moment in time. Hunt picks his head up looking for that big switch of play in towards Stephen Balla. It's a really good ball out from Hunt. Balla touches it down. And closed down there by Purver. Does well there, Balla, to get it to Blakeman. Good pass here into Callum Rowe. Callum Rowe turns on it. It's Hazelhurst's shot. It's not really, probably didn't catch it as well as he liked there, Jack, and it's gone wide.
No, he would expect more from himself there. That was a lovely little dink set up pass by Callum Rowe, and Hazelhurst really had the goal for himself, really, to shoot, but he scuffed it and just went out left of the wide of the left post. But what a fantastic pass, diagonal pass from Max Hunt, probably about 40-50 yard pass right to the left hand side to Balla. Really well picked out, and obviously Balla controlled it well as well. He's not just tall, he's got feet.
Yeah, well, we said that, didn't we? And Andy Priest said that when he initially brought in. It's just like that Balla was pulled down by the referee, saying no doing once again. But we said that when he signed, and the gaffer said it too. Is, you know, playing for Alfreton, they had a style of play which, you know, arguably may not suit him.
Oh, that's off. He's off.
Challenge there by Scarborough.
Oh, that looked bad to me.
Yellow card. Initially, the referee there pointed that way.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
I'm saying this, he's pointed the other way. So, is he given a free kick for? It is a Chorley free kick, but I think the referee pointed the wrong way initially. Yeah. It's a yellow card.
Yeah. It's a yellow card. It was
Colville, but yeah, you spotted that straight away there. A bit of a late lunge. I think the only thing that's probably kept him on the pitch is that his quite low.
Yeah. That's it was very late, and it was one of those ones that you can't do damage with. But like, yeah, we'll probably say that his foot is angled down, and it's not like a studs up one, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know if the referee just forgot where he was, but he pointed as if it was going to be a Scarborough free kick.
Initially, I was wondering.
Was it a dive?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah,
it definitely wasn't a dive.
No.
Because I think everyone in the ground could see that. So there's a bit of confusion amongst us there and the rest of the crowd there, where he pointed the wrong way, but. In the end, it's the correct decision. We have to say it's a free kick here for Blakeman just inside the Chorley half. It's clipped towards the penalty area. Harvey Smith is going towards it. It's bounced away from him. It's flicked on inadvertently by Waledges. Volleyed by Fielding. The offside flag was up anyway. But either way, I think the linesman's there spared some of Sam Fielding's blushes.
Yeah, he ended up bouncing through. Maxon got a bit of a flick on and bounced over Harvey Smith's head, and then it fell to Sam Fielding, who's on the edge of the 6 yard box. He got the right side of the defender, and he just scuffed it, to be honest. He really, you expect him should have put that in the back of the net, but it went wide of the post. But, as you say, there, his blushes he wouldn't have to worry about his blushes there as the referee put the flag up. It was actually offside. Potentially could have been a free kick as well. There was a bit of a argy-bargy in there.
Yeah, Chorley still trying to bring it forward. Well, Edgy clears. Federa in battle with Harvey Smith. Federa goes down. I don't think there's much in that. And the referee, in my opinion, correctly so, weighs play on. Hazelhurst goes in there for a challenge. Perver goes down. It looked as though, well, I mean,
Wow.
it's definitely, I can tell you for certain now, I thought Hazelhurst may have left a footing on him. He didn't. The referees called it back here for a head injury. Now, the one part of Perver there, which I didn't think was touched at all, was his head.
Yeah.
So, maybe a little bit of gamesmanship. Obviously, from our angle here, it's a bit blocked, so we can't really see, but the physios are on at the minute. But,
it was Hazelhurst chested the ball up. Ball was playing to him and he chested it and sort of like slightly lost a bit of his possession of it. So he chased it down, and then when he put his foot, which didn't look too high up, he looked like it may have made a connection with the Scarborough player, but it was more, I think, the follow through after rather than actually his foot. So like his shoulder came forward and clipped him on the head. But then Jack Hazelhurst was on the ball then and put a beautiful through ball to Bala, who was in on goal, but the referee pulled it back for a head injury.
Head injury, which I must have to say, it was Perver who went down, and he has made a remarkable recovery within those 20 or so seconds. So it'd be interesting to see how the referee restarts play it. The ball's on halfway. Chorley obviously had possession of the ball. I'm assuming he's just going to make the Scarborough players kick it back to Chorley. I think that's probably the right thing to do.
I don't think you do. I think he's not going to do that. No, I think he's giving the free kick to them.
Well, once again, I think the referee's bamboozled us here in the press box. But you're right, Oran. It's going to resume with a Scarborough free kick just on halfway. So Maloney clips one out towards the right hand side. Max Hunt's going to touch that down and clear forwards towards Elliot Taylor. Bit of a loose touch there by Taylor, manages to keep it in play, gives it to Blakeman. Blakeman now sending it forwards, aimed towards Balla. Waldron's let it bounce. Balla's still battling in the end. Waldron's recovered quite well for now, and that's a good piece of composed goalkeeping there from Whitley, keeping that in with one hand rather than two.
Yeah, it was a big, long, high ball from Blakeman down the left-hand side. It was one of those ones where you've got to be so careful with the bounce. And he pressed, but he was able to get that header back to the keeper.
Whitley clipped in the ball up in the air. Callum Rowe does well there to win it, but Brown heads it clear. Federa touches it down. He's a bit soft there. Federa and Chorley win the ball back. Jack Moore then trying to send the long ball forward, gets his bearings a bit wrong there, and he goes out for a throw.
It's really impressive, Callum Rowe there. The ball went up in the air, and he was the one that won it. He was in the middle of three Scarborough players, and he was the one player that won the header. So he did fantastically well there.
Yeah, he wanted it more there. Rowe than the three Scarborough players around him. Throw taken down the line here by Scarborough. Max Hunt wins his header. Colville trying to send it towards Federa once again. Jack Moore heads clear. Hunt clears it over his head. Balla bounces over him. Wedgie's going to get it out of his feet here and send it to Waldron. Bit of space here now for the fullback to come forward here for Scarborough down the right hand side. Waldron, ball into the box, headed away though by Harvey Smith. Here's Perver. Brown now on the left hand side, gives it into Colville. Here's Hall. Fielding comes across. I'm not too sure he got the last touch there. It did come off Fielding in the end. It's a throw-in for Scarborough right near the corner flag on this left-hand side.
Halfway through the first half here, and it's still 0-0.
Yep. Throw-in taken by Scarborough. Colville cuts inside onto his weaker right foot. He goes back onto his left. Here's Hall again on the left-hand side. Colville once again. Pass into Rio Allen. Scarborough still talking about it. In the end, it's won back by Jack Moore. Good battling there by Callum Rowe, and in the end, he wins his side of throw-in.
Yeah, he stuck his foot in there and towed it away really to win the challenge. He got a foot on it, but played it straight off the Scarborough player who was come bombing in. And wins Chorley a throw-in and relieves a lot of the pressure.
Throw-in taken by Moore into the feet of Hazelhurst, and Moore tries to send a long ball forward. No one's there though, and he goes all the way through to the Scarborough goalkeeper. He rolls it out now to Waledji. You say no real sort of attacking ounce shown, probably by both teams. You have to say so far, not not seeing a lot of cutting edge at the minute as Federa now turns on the ball. It's good play by Federa. He goes onto his right, back onto his left, still going in. Federa onto his left foot and he fires wide, but that's good play, and that is what Mo Federa can do.
Yeah, he did really well there. Picked the ball up about 40 yards out from goal. Ran in, jinked through about 3 or 4 Chorley players who were probably looking at each other going, who's going to take him here? Gets himself in under the box. But he's on his left foot, goes wider, has a strike with the left foot, and it's fairly wide of Lee Stow's goal. But he's getting more sights on goal, and we can't allow him to do that.
Yeah,
Taylor's going to win the ball here.
Taylor's going to break through. He's gone down there, Taylor, in quite a fair bit of pain, and I can tell you now, he is not the type of player to go down unless he's hurt.
Yeah.
But it was Brown who put a tackle in, and he must have caught in there.
Yeah,
and the thing is, if he has caught in there, he's quite lucky to get away with, not even a foul being given, but a yellow card, and
He doesn't seem to be like screaming at the ref asking for a foul, so it may have just been one of those ones where you make a connection with someone else, you stick a foot in. But he looked at a bit of pain there, but he's up running now.
Yeah, but we know Elliot is a very, very honest footballer, you have to say. He constantly loves that battle, he'll never go down unless he is hurt. Back up to his feet here, trying to battle away with Thornton. Scarborough get it cleared, Moore goes up, his bit of a scrambling midfield, loose pass there looking for Hazelhurst. Thornton puts his foot through it. He's going to go out for a Chorley throw towards the corner flag on this side, closest to us, in the Chorley half though. Down the line from Moore. Once again, Callum Rowe cleared forward. It's Ballard's the only one up there. We'll edge with the header. It'll go out for a Chorley throw.
Decent number of Scarborough fans here today as well. Say 150, maybe close to 200.
Yeah, they do travel in decent numbers. Scarborough, obviously, it's no easy trek from Scarborough to Chorley, you have to say. Good closing down there by Calvley on the keeper, and the end just doesn't really get the ball.
I think the people at home could hear Andy Priest. Even if they weren't listening to us on YouTube today, it was that loud screaming. You can hear him shouting, "Press, press, press."
Yeah, he's not one for quiet management, the gaffer, is it? We have to say that. He, likes to be heard, and the players thrive off it. The players love it. It's a real.
It also intimidates the other team as well. If someone's screaming "press, press, press," that defender or that goalkeeper's like, "Oh, I might do something quick here."
Yeah. Hunt, clip ball, looking towards Hazelhurst. There's a bit of a push in the back there on Jack, but the referee, once again, not showing anything. A bit of a loose pass there, though, by fielded and cut out by Willedge. Here's Waldron going down that right-hand side. Once again, he stops, checks back, goes back to Maloney. Here's Willedge once again. Clips ball there by the centre-back, looking towards Colville on this left-hand side. Does well to keep it in play there, but in the end, Jack Moore battles. He's giving it away, though, Jack Moore is. Colville, bit of space, passing to Rio Allen, can't get it out of his feet. Good tackle there by Blakeman. Ball's back, though, with Brown. Here's Luke Hull. Maloney. Scarborough with the ball here, about 40 yards to score from the Chorley goal. Good play nice there pass by Scarborough once again. Hull though with a loose pass, and Callum Rose battled well. Federa then wins it back. Colville inside the penalty area, shot blocked. It's going to go out for a corner. I believe that's the first corner of the game, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
Right there, yeah.
33 minutes on the clock, first corner of the game goes to Scarborough.
It's good pressure by Scarborough there. They did give the ball away on the edge of the box, but another midfielder was coming in to win the ball back off Chorley as well, so they're coming forward in numbers and they're hassling.
Yeah, it's going to be Maloney to take the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger on the right peg.
Will Thornton be aiming for here, I'd say.
And it goes, it does come off Thornton's head, it's flicked on, it's not cleared away just yet, and the fielding clears it, comes off a Scarborough player. Here's Thornton, I thought he may have strayed offside there, ball back into the box, cleared away by Blakeman. It's going to go all the way towards the Magpies' nest in that corner of the ground over there, and it's gone out for a throw.
Yeah, Thornton got his head on it and flicked it on in the dangerous area where it just seemed everyone was scrapping, and I think it was Harvey Smith went to clear it, but then smacked off another player, and then it's one of them ones you don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, here's Colville once again. His cross is blocked. It goes out for another corner for Scarborough. Scarborough up in the ante here a minute. Probably been on top for the last 5 minutes or so here now. Ian Maloney again to take the corner. Referee having a quick word between Jack Moore and Mo Federa. Federa's planting himself right on Liebau Stowell there. In comes the corner, it's punched away by Liebau, good goalkeeping. Scarborough still going away though now on the right hand side. It's a deep lofted cross towards Thornton. He's got all over the back of Fielding there. I don't think the referee's seen it. Charlie get the ball away. Here's Hazelhurst, turns on the edge of the box. It's a loose pass from Hazelhurst and Waldron regains possession. Perver to Thornton.
You can see what Hazelhurst was trying to do there, trying to actually get the ball forward quickly.
Poor header away there by Calville. He's pounced on by Colville. Maloney. Hull. Hazelhurst is going to cut out his pass. I don't think the ball's going to have the legs there to get out of play for a goal kick. In the end, Hazelhurst has to put it out for a throw. Scarborough pressure is mounting here at this moment in time. Throw-in taken by Colville. Here's Hull once again. Goes past Hazelhurst. Calvley comes across. It's a good challenge there by Calvley. Good strong challenge. And Fielding now comes away with the ball. Fielding trying to angle a pass out to Callum Rowe. It's headed away though by Perver. Maloney puts his foot through it. And in the end, Liebau comes out and gathers the ball.
Yeah, Sam Fielding was a bit disappointed with himself there. He picked that ball up and looked to spray quickly out the ball on the left, but he just didn't get enough loft on it. And the defender was able to clip it with his head.
Yeah, Colville wins the header in midfield. Rowe, I'll be honest, I thought that was a foul there by Rowe on Allen. Once again, the referee though waves play on. Here's Stephen Baller back into Blakeman. Baller once again picks his head up, turns. Bit of a cross turn there, now goes back to Callum Rowe. Rowe being closed down by Allen. Blakeman with a clip ball towards Taylor, just a bit too much on that. In the end, Willedge gets his head onto it, heads it inside there, Willedge, which he probably shouldn't have done, but Scarborough don't pay for the mistake there. Callum Rowe now. Is Max Hunt. Fizz ball towards Hazelhurst, good first touch, but it's a good challenge in there by the Scarborough player. Fielding pounces on the loose ball once again. It's a bit untidy in a minute from both sides. Callum Rowe turns inside. Hull manages to shrug him off the ball. And the Scarborough player puts the foot through it and it's towards Federa. Hunt wins that in the air. And Fielding opts to go back to Liebau Stowell. Liebau a good kick forwards. It's going to be Thornton and Taylor. Thornton gets his head onto it. That should go out for a throw. Yes, it does. Jack Moore takes it into the feet of Hazelhurst. Moore looking for Taylor. I don't think he'd seen that Taylor had gone in behind there, and in the end it was cut out. Harvey Smith, clip ball into Callum Rowe. Here's Fielding. Works out to Blakeman. Blakeman now with a bit of space on the left-hand side. Clip ball over the top looking for Taylor. The offside flag's up against Elliott though.
Wasn't far off that one. Keeper was well off his line though as well. Came out collecting.
Yeah, good bit of sweeper keeper there.
It's a good understanding between Fielding and Rowe as well. Like one sort of breaks it down and one plays it to the other basically. They're looking for each other as soon as they disrupt play.
Yeah, Fielding probably, you have to say, out the midfield three, the one who probably sits, the most deep out of the three. Just breaking up the lines. Taylor there with a touchdown to Hazelhurst. Good bit of play there by Hazelhurst to get it to Calvley. Here's Stephen Baller. It's a bit of a loose touch.
It bobbled just before it got in there as well. It's a good pass in the end by Cowles, but literally about a foot in front of him and bobbles and comes off his shin. Which is unlucky because it looks like he's done something wrong there, but he actually hasn't.
Willedge now with a throw down the line. It's over the head of Baller. Is Rio Allen. Good play there by Blakeman to get a foot in. He heads it clear once again. Baller side foots it towards Taylor. Well, Edgy's just no second thought there, put his foot through it and it's gone out for a throw.
That's it. Sometimes with Balla as well, like Blakeman does it as well. Sometimes you just got to get it up the line 15, 20 yards, put it in a dangerous position where the defender just has to clip it out for a throw in. It brings everyone up 20 yards up the pitch and gives you a bit more attacking threat.
Yeah.
Also relieves a bit of pressure too.
Yeah, sort of playing the territory game, you have to say. It looked to be a certain foul there on Balla by Allen. Once again, the referee waves play on his. Jack Moore on the opposite side of the pitch. Pass into Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst goes back to Max Hunt. Hunt, clip ball, looking for Taylor, headed away by Thornton. Here's Rio Allen now with a little pocket of space, tries to send one over the top to Federa. Harvey Smith, I was going to say for a split second there, got the wrong side of him, but he recovers well though, Harv, and puts it out for a throw.
Yeah, he had to be careful of Harvey Smith. Federa was sort of in his inside. The ball over the top looked like you say Federa was going to get in. Looked like he was actually just about to nip it past him, but Harvey sort of cut back inside, put that ball out for a throw in. He did well there. Could easily have messed that one up.
Blakeman steps across to win the ball back. It's still a bit of a battle going on there on that side of the pitch, and in the end it goes out for a Chorley throw. Still deep inside the Magpie half.
So Balla's probably done about half of his job right so far. He's defensively done pretty well, helping Blakeman and coming back and supporting and winning headers and being available for clearances and things like that. It's just the attacking play just needs to step that up a little bit.
Calvin there with a bit of a loose touch. Jack Moore puts a foot in. It's going to go out for a throw in on the opposite side of the pitch. Thrown down the line towards Mo Federa. Harvey Smith tries to battle to win it back. Blakeman clips it forwards. Maloney now into Waldron. It's yet another Scarborough throw. Thrown backwards now to Maloney. That's a very, very poor pass by Maloney. It's pounced on there by Calvley. Just going past halfway. He's got Hazelhurst ahead of him. He releases Hazelhurst now on the right wing. Hazelhurst cuts in inside a bit. Goes back to Fielding about 40 yards or so from goal. Fielding now into Jack Moore. Moore's going to be closed on here by Colville. Moore then opts to go back all the way back here to Harvey Smith. Blakeman, clip ball over the top on the left hand side, finds Calvley. He's got Maloney on his back. Here's Balla. Cuts in onto his right. It's a clip ball over the top, looking towards Callum Rowe, but I think there's only ever going to be one winner in that, and it was Ryan Whitley in the Scarborough goal.
Yeah, just a bit too much loft by Balla when he cut back inside on his right foot. Tried to float one into Callum Rowe, who was making that sort of channel midfielder run. But it was straight into the keeper's hands, unfortunately.
Yeah, Whitley again with another poor
Ooh,
kick, I have to
wind on that.
say. Calvley battles to win it in the air. Well, Edgy gets his head in before Balla can get onto it. Harvey Smith then cuts out a long ball. Blakeman swings it on the inside towards Hazelhurst. Brown's in the back of him. Ooh, for a split second there, I thought it was a very, very risky move, and I'll be honest, I think there's a little bobble on the pitch there which has sent his header back to the keeper more so than it would have done. I'd say probably, most teams in this league use a plastic surface. I think if that's on a plastic surface, that's probably going to stop, and it's going to bounce very, very kindly for Elliot Taylor. Nevertheless, Scarborough keep the ball. Forward they come. Rio Allen now on the right hand side, closed down here by Stephen Balla, right towards the byline. He goes back to Perver. Maloney. Here's Perver once more. Hulls pops up on this right hand side now for Scarborough. They've managed to get the ball all the way back towards the middle of the pitch. Passing about here at the minute, Scarborough not really probing at this moment in time, and it's a loose pass which is cleared away by Blakeman. Taylor once again battling with Ledgy. I think Taylor's won that battle so far, and it's another Chorley throw.
th minute so far. coming to half time.
Blakeman, rifle really of a long throw down the line there towards Ballard. Ballard as well there to win another throw right on the corner flag. Good opportunity here before half time for Blakeman to get the ball into the box.
Yeah, Hunt and Smith coming up now as well.
Into the box it goes from Blakeman. It's not cleared away just yet. Maloney scuffs his clearance a bit, but he's gone all the way down to this left hand side. Hull now with a fair bit of space. Ballard closing down. It's a good check inside there by Hall. Pass on the line is cut out by Jack Moore. The throw-in has been given away to Scarborough, much to the annoyance there of Andy Priest. In the end, though, it goes out for a Chorley throw.
I think what Precy was mostly angry about there was right in front of the fourth official, who is in communication with the referee. So if he sees something, he can say, "Oh, by the way, you're wrong there," but doesn't do anything. Kind of makes it pointless. If you're a fourth official, get involved. 1 minute of additional time in the first half.
Yeah, I think we have to say that's probably about right. It's not been the most eventful of first half so far. Ball down the right hand side now to Hazelhurst. He's battling to. I must say I didn't really see that ball go out of play there from my own eyesight, but I think I'll take the linesman's word for it considering he's right next to it and he's out for a Scarborough throw. I think Andy Priest is going to ask his players here to try and put the squeeze on Scarborough. The classic shout of box them in. Down the line it goes. It's headed by Jack Moore. Maloney flicks it forward to Federa. Hunt gets a foot onto it twice. Bit loose play there, and Jack Moore's going to let it go out for a throw.
Just been looking at the bench, and Henley's been doing quite a bit of an intensive warm-up. Just come back and spoke to Precy, so keep an eye on that for
play here by
perhaps half time.
Hazelhurst. Gets a bit of a yard of space, gives it to Ballard. Hazelhurst is going to try and make an overlapping run. Ballard goes back inside. Here's Callum Rowe, clip ball up towards Taylor, a bit too much on that, and he'll go out for a goal kick, and that is that for the first half. Half time here then at Grand Store Victory Park Stadium. It's 0-0 between both sides. I think we have to be honest here, Oran, and say it's not been the most thrilling encounter thus far, but still plenty to go in this game, and I think we'll probably see a few more chances in the second half, or at least we hope so.
Yeah, it's been a bit sort of neutralising each other, if you know what I mean. They both know what each other's tactics are. Scarborough are going to try to get down the wings and trying to get in behind Chorley, but Chorley are defending in numbers and sort of bringing their their wingers back to help and defend. Going forward, Chorley haven't had any sort of clear chances. There's probably one I can think of, which was from Jack Moore on his left foot, sort of cutting inside, and had one about a foot over the bar. But that's about the only sort of sighted goal. No goalkeeper's been worked yet. Bit scrappy all round. Hopefully we'll have a better second half.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to take a little break here for the next 15 minutes or so, and let you get a brew or a biscuit, as Pete would say, and we'll be back.
Stick some questions in the chat, guys. If you have any questions at all, we'll do our best to answer them. Anything about players, anything about, how we think we're playing this year, or any questions at all you have, stick them in the chat.
Yep,
any birthdays and all that sort of stuff as well, do it. Only people's real birthdays, please. But yeah, stick them in.
For certain, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes or so.
Won the brew round.
So yeah, both players have just made their way back onto the pitch. Second half will be starting very, very shortly. I mean, you said it at half time, Oran. I think we're hoping for a bit more action in the second half, aren't we?
Yeah, it was a bit neutralising each other really. There was no sort of clear chances, half chances really for both teams really. Federa down the left hand side, getting inside and striking on his left foot, and subsequently on the other side, Jack Moore cutting in on his left hand side and having a strike over the bar. But that was really about it. Everything else was cancelling each other out. So I think Precy will be happy enough that we're defensively sound, but we'll want a bit more attacking.
Yeah, definitely. Chorley are going to get us underway in this second half. It's Jack Lewis over the kick-off.
Don't see any, no changes.
No change whatsoever as we're back underway. I think one thing that I will say is that in half-time, Angelo Papula in particular was running about a fair bit as though, like warming up, doing like a proper warm-up as opposed to the usual kick the ball around with a substitute sort of thing. So maybe could be a sign that he could be coming on.
Absolutely.
In the second half if things aren't to change.
Yeah, we have options on the benches here. You've got Billy Whitehouse, Lewis Salmon, George Horbury, Sam Bird, Papula, and even Adam Henley and Mark Ellis as well. So we do have a decent bench there, so there's options.
Yeah, the referee's noticed that there's 2 balls on the pitch, and I can tell you now he's taking no real rush to get it off the pitch there, Mark Bell, but in the end he rolls it off and Blakeman's going to take a throw in here. Into the box it goes. It's headed away once again by Scarborough, and Maloney then clears it further. Callum Rowe there with a decent touch, but Hall gets back in and wins it back for Scarborough. Here's Purvis, sends it out wide here to Waldron. Waldron with a bit of space now to run into for Scarborough. Federa's pops him on the right hand side and he receives the ball. One-on-one with Jack Moore, who's come over to this left hand side, and then Balla puts a foot in. Only as far though as Waldron, who checks inside. Still got Balla pressing him. Bit of a loose pass there. Maloney's actually done well there to divert that back to his centre back, and Scarborough this time wants to play around the press of Chorley. Run down the left hand side now, pass towards Colville. Colville tries to ride the challenge there of Callum Rowe. It goes out of play for a corner off the boot of Rowe.
Did well tracking him back there as well. There's opportunity for Scarborough in the left. It was a good slide in by Rowe. Puts it out for a corner.
Yeah, it's going to be that man Maloney once again to take the corner for Scarborough. And it goes from Maloney. It's headed away though by Max Hunt. Luke Hall touched it down back to Maloney, and Hall now gets out of his feet. It's a fizz ball, a bit too much power on that, Oran. I think it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick off the courtesy of the corner flag then. Yeah,
he just put way too much on that, missed it absolutely everyone. Have you ever said Max Hunt's name without saying headed away by?
No. Other than his diagonal pass, I'm not too sure I have, to be fair. I mean, he is 6'6" after all. I do feel like we're probably dragging this along a bit now by mentioning how big he is, but he's
a tall boy.
Yeah, he's stalwart at the back, and as I say, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, if there's a ball coming to him in the air, he's probably going to head it away. Referee there blows up for a handball against Elliot Taylor.
Scarborough fans making a good bit of noise here.
Yeah, so the G there, players up. Federa there with a clip pass into Allen. He gives it back to Federa. Federa's going to try and go one of those runs once again. Harvey Smith and Callum Rowe both drop to the ground. Here's Waldron with a bit of space here on the box. Ball put into the area. It's cut out well though by Max Hunt. Here's Stephen Ballery, goes back to Blakeman. Blakeman clips it forwards for Chorley. Elliot Taylor with his back against Willeges. Battling away here still. Callum Rowe comes away with the ball. There's a loose challenge foot in there by Willeges. The referee waits play on Hazelman. Plays it out to Jack Moore. Lots of space, as you say already, for Jack Moore on the right hand side. Running inside here, Jack Moore goes in. It's a bit of a loose touch, and in the end, it's cleared off him and goes out for a goal kick. Bit of a wasted opportunity there by Moore.
Yeah, he sort of did what he did on the first half, sort of jinked in on the right hand side and tried to come on to his left, but he got crowded out really. He had options left and right, and maybe even a through ball in to Taylor, but tried to go himself. Defenders close him down, he gets a half strike away, bounces off the defender, bounces back off him, out for a goal kick.
I have to say, I'm a bit surprised that the referee didn't come back to that challenge from Ledge on Callum Rowe just beneath us there. I thought that was probably, well, should have been a yellow card. The referee obviously hasn't done anything about it. Scarborough coming forward once again. Rio Allen touched it down to Waldron. Is Federa probably taking out the path there of Allen, who was running in towards goal.
Yeah, it was a strange one there for Federa. If he actually had a bad touch, it would have been better going through.
Federa again. Passes, he's just around the foot of Alex Brown, and it's a lofted ball forward for Chorley once again. Thornton heads cleared, a bit of pulled the shirt there of Taylor afterwards, but nevertheless, here comes Scarborough again. Colville on that left hand side, checks in inside himself. Hall now, Brown, fizz cross, it's gone all the way behind. Apparently taking a nick off Jack Moore, and it'll be a Scarborough corner. Scarborough started this second half quite well, and we're happy to have listeners from everywhere. I mean, you do have to come in, Nicky, with the idea that we have got slightly black and white tinted glasses on us at the minute, so hopefully you can deal with a slight bit of bias, but we try our best to be as, call the action down the middle as much as possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In the box it goes from Maloney, headed away by Blakeman.
Good touch.
Hall, low cross, it's put behind by Blakeman. As I say, Scarborough at the minute, they're on top.
Yeah, it's all Scarborough at the minute. Chorley can't really get out. They've had 2 corners in a row here. It's a sustained period of pressure from them. They're all crowding around the goalkeeper there. I think we've got 5 Scarborough players in the 6-yard box.
Yeah, and it goes again. It's right on Lebo, and he does well to gather that.
Yeah, he does well there. Quick distribution.
Angled kick is probably a bit too much on it here for Hazelhurst. Brown sends it all the way back to Whitley. Whitley with a fairly poor kick. It goes to Fielding. Fielding clips it out. I mean, Hazelhurst is miles offside, so he's not going to be able to challenge that. Will Edgy now give it to Waldron. Waldron with a clip ball over the top of his own. Liebau comes out, does well there, I have to say, punches it out for a throw-in.
Yeah, he did well there. He came right to the edge of his sort of left-hand side of his box, and it was one of those situations where do you head it, do you punch it? He actually got there in time and punched it literally from the edge of his box on the left-hand side out for a throw-in. He did really well.
Yeah, Allen there with the ball into the box over everyone. Jack Moore with a poor clearance though. Here's Colville just inside the penalty area. Hall. Got Brown running down the line on that left-hand side. He goes down under a challenge from Hazelhurst. It's given as a dive. So that'll be a yellow card for the Scarborough left-back Alex Brown.
Yeah, Jack Hazelhurst sort of got out in the ball played down the left-hand side. Jack Hazelhurst got out to him very, very quickly, and he tried to con the referee by sort of diving where Jack Hazelhurst put his foot out. Didn't make any contact with him at all. Dove. Really good decision by the referee to give the yellow card.
That's the second yellow of the game here. It's the second Scarborough player to receive a yellow card too.
Chorley need to take a minute here and settle down a bit. Try to get some sustained play down their attacking half.
Leibal Stowell kicks the ball forwards from the free kick. Brown heads it clear. Jack Moore heads it back towards Perver. Perver can't get a foot on it. There's a clip ball over the top here in towards Baller. He lets it go, and
oh, what's going on here?
He's given an offside there against Baller. Baller's left the ball. Taylor's got the ball, runs through, puts it in the net, but the referee's already called him for offside. So it's one of those ones where it's...
I'm wondering if both of them are potentially offside.
Possibly, yeah. But I think for definite we know Baller was offside. Baller then faked to sort of go for the ball. Don't know whether you can class that as sort of an involvement in the play. I mean, it's one of those ones where some referees might, some referees might not. At the end of the day, it's given as an offside. Good flick on there by Calvley into Taylor. Taylor fizzes it back to Blakeman. Blakeman tries to send the ball over the top here to Baller. Baller goes back onto his right foot, back into Blakeman. Blakeman with a pass into Callum Rowe. It's a good touch there by Rowe to get it out of his feet. Tries to send a long ball out wide towards Jack Moore. Moore in a foot race here with Colville to get to it. Here is Moore. Low ball into the box. It's gone all the way through to Stephen Ballard. Can he get it out of his feet? Not yet. Gives it to Calvley. It's worked back into Moore on the right hand side. Fielding. Very, very deep cross. It's going to go over everyone.
Still in.
Taylor keeps it in. Blakeman, bit of a loose touch. Clip back towards Taylor. It's cleared away. It's going to come to Rowe here on the edge of the box. Good skill by Callum to get away from his mark and clip ball into the box. Chested by Calvley. The shot's got to come here at some point, you'd think. Jack Moore. Hazelhurst, clip ball, it's headed away. Scarborough deal with that attack for now. Max Hunt kicks it away this time. Blakeman with the pass looking for Hazelhurst. The offside flag is up now. It looked certain there, Oran, didn't it? That Chorley were going to... I'm not too sure how. No shot was taken there. It's maybe trying to score the perfect goal rather than just someone put the foot through it, try and test Whitley.
Yeah, good number of touches actually inside the Sea Dogs box there as well, and Chorley just couldn't get the strike away. Good opportunities, but couldn't get that glimpse. But better from Chorley, but also good defending by Scarborough.
Field in with the ball up towards Elliot Taylor. Taylor with the loose touch there, and it goes out of play for a throw.
Just looking to see who's warming up for Chorley. We've got Billy Whitehouse and Ange Papula and Sam Bird.
Big switch of play there by Scarborough, doesn't go correctly. Yeah, we do apologise. There does seem to be a bit of an error that we've got a Marine badge on our thumbnail at this moment in time.
I've just seen that myself.
Yeah.
Sack the media team.
Well, you know what, fair enough.
It was a late one Tuesday night. Apologies to the Scarborough fans.
Cleared away by Harvey Smith. It's towards Taylor. Trying to claim for a foul there. Nothing doing by the referee. Calvley slides in. He's caught perfectly. I think there's going to be a booking, and it is a booking for Calvley.
Yeah, you see them giving and sort of both go in for 50-50. Calves is probably the one that's a little bit behind the ball. Yellow card, that's all it is really. Nothing of nothing dangerous about it, but slightly late.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be a yellow card, that one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Maloney to take this free kick for Scarborough about, probably have to say about 6 yards or so inside the Chorley half. 58 minutes now on the clock. Clipped over the top it goes. It's headed away by Hunt. Hazelhurst there gets dispossessed on the edge of the box. Ballard's going to try and battle there with Waldron. Does he win a throw? Yes, he does. Still 0-0 here at Victory Park between Chorley and Scarborough.
Looking at potential changes here, I'd probably say Billy Whitehouse on for. Billy Whitehouse on for Bala, I would say. Sam Bird maybe for Blakeman.
Leggy heads it inadvertently towards Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst trying to get the ball out of his feet. It's a loose pass towards Fielding. Harvey Smith's there, and he's in the end. I'm not sure if he meant that. It's a brilliant ball out towards Jack Moore, who just gets it slightly wrong. Hazelhurst pounces on that loose ball in towards Taylor. Looks as though he's trying to buy the foul. He goes down. Nothing given by the referee once again. I think you have to say, from what we have said about the referee, he has been consistent. He's not giving those sort of 50-50 challenges. Mark Bell today.
It's a physical game, so he's not going to give anything for a slight little touch. Oh, good
yeah, I guess a bit of a rub the green, played into Rio Allen. Rio Allen better on goal, and he scores for Scarborough. Rio Allen is the man on form. It's 5 goals now in 3 games for Rio Allen, and he's put Scarborough in the lead here. 1-0 Scarborough. Comes
from really nowhere, really. A pass down the middle, and there's a lovely little turn that really sets it all off. Lovely little turn by Federa. Ken, I think he nutmegs Harvey Smith. Then the ball sort of breaks free, and then a dodgy little sort of pass that comes off the defender and goes straight in on goal. It's 1-0 to Scarborough. Good goal by Rio Allen.
It's not one we were on about, that one on form. Rio Allen, Ian Atkins, the danger man before the game for Scarborough, and he's the man who's scored him. I mean, in all truth, he's not really done much before that, but I mean, if that's all he's going to do, scoring goals, then, you know, fair enough to him. But Scarborough, in what has been quite an evenly contested game, not many clear-cut chances. You probably argue, say the first clear-cut chance we've seen has been taken.
Absolutely, you know. Rio Allen, the edge of the box, left foot, curls it in the bottom left corner. Lee Boustal has no chance really getting anywhere near it. Really good goal. Comes from a little bit of magic and then a little bit of a mistake at the same time.
Yeah, it was a ball put into Federa, and in the end it was a poor touch which probably helped him get away from, I think it was Harvey Smith at that point. And then in the end he does well there, Federa to slip in Rio Allen. Rio Allen shows good composure and then slots it into that bottom left corner.
But to be fair, Scarborough have probably been the better team in the second half so far, so they're rightly on top.
Yep, Blakeman clears the ball forward, Purver's going to head that away. Max Hunt's there, he puts his foot through it, it's going to go all the way through to Thornton. Thornton gets a touch onto it, it'll go out for a Chorley throw, about halfway into the Scarborough half.
There's one thing that's probably, say the Chorley aren't doing too well in a minute, it's sort of just pinging it forward too much, so they're not working it through the thirds, looking for someone down the wing or anything like that. It's kind of a non-leaguey long ball, let's call it that.
Yeah, well, you have to say it just seems though there's not, I have to agree, not much build-up play in terms of, you know, on the ball trying to move it between the Scarborough defenders, just opting to go long, and at the minute you have to say every time we're going long it's Welledgy and Thornton who are heading it away every time.
Yeah, Taylor's not doing well. Not that he's not doing well, he's not winning anything when he's on his own as well up there.
Federa there trying to angle a pass towards Colville. It's going to come all the way through to Colville. Heads
Offside.
it over to Rio Allen, who thought he was through there, but the offside flag is up.
Apparently Rio Allen has come up 4 divisions to play at this level. Basically their version of Elliot Taylor, I suppose.
I mean, he looks quite like Elliot Taylor. He looks more than comfortable at this level.
Absolutely, and he's been banging them in.
Lee Boustal takes the the free kick long. It's towards Hazelhurst. He's done well there, Jack, to keep the ball in play. Hazelhurst now trying to send a pass in towards the penalty area. It's cut out. Here's Sam Fielding. Callum Rowe's got a man on his back, gives it back to Fielding. Here's Smith. Pass out into Max Hunt. Hunt picks his head up. He's going to clip a ball towards the penalty area. It's going to go all the way towards Waldron. Waldron heads it clear. Blakeman touched it down. Calvary with his back to goal tries to turn on it. Waldron clears. Here's Callum Rowe. He's got Waldron all over the back of him. Good turn there by Rowe. Picks his head up again. It's a good pass towards Balla. Can he keep it in? It's a good turn there by Balla to get away from Welledgy. Here's Blakeman cross into the box. It's touched down by Hazelhurst. It's just not going to sit well up for him. And Scarborough managed to get it away for now. Fielding back in. Here's Blakeman again. Balla. 3 Scarborough men behind him. He tries to put a cross into the box. It's blocked. It goes out for a Chorley throw-in right next to the corner flag.
Good pressure there by Chorley, getting down the left-hand side. Balla run to the byline, then cutting back, trying to get a right foot across it, and Hazelhurst just couldn't get a strike away again. I feel like I'm saying that quite a bit at the minute. We just can't get a strike away.
Yeah, Blakeman into the box. It goes. He's headed away by Purver. He goes down, and it goes out for a Chorley corner, and I believe that's the first
one, I would say so.
For Chorley.
Set piece FC, ole, ole, ole.
Yep, 64 minutes on the clock. That's the time for Chorley's first corner today. Adam Blakeman over it. Callum Rowe's gone there to give the short option. Again, it's been waved away there by Blakeman. Clips in by Blakeman into the box. Whitleyd's done well there in fairness, and he's gathered the ball well. He tries to send a quick kick out towards Federa. Now on the right hand side, tries to do a bit of skill to get away from Jack Moore. Moore recovers, sends it back to Stowell. Long ball battle forward by Stowell. Eventually it falls here for Calverley midfield. Fielding, passing to Balla. Balla turns away from Perver quite well.
Oh, he's
Great
gone
piece of
brilliant
skill.
there. Has to be a yellow card, that as well.
I agree, but the referee's not reaching for his pocket, so
No.
just a free kick. Good piece of skill there from Stephen Balla, you have to say.
Yeah, he pivoted and spun and rolled the foot under the player's legs literally twice. Pivoted and got pulled back. Looked like he was going through.
So it's quite a central free kick this for Blakeman, just past halfway. Into the penalty area it goes. It's Harvey Smith who flicks it back across goal. Will Edgy gets his head onto it. Harvey Smith touches it down, fires.
Goal!
What a goal that is from Harvey Smith. Just gets the ball down, sets it. And we were talking about Chorley not having enough shots. Falls in the box. And he takes one look at it and thinks, screw it, I'm going to fire this one. Fizz across goal and Chorley are back in it. 1-1.
Lovely little dink free kick forward. Balla wins the free kick. Blakeman steps up, dinks it out to the left hand side of the box. Harvey Smith heads it back towards goal. Some way it comes back to him on his left foot. Outside the 6-yard box, just smashes it into the bottom left corner. 1 each here. Really, really good comeback by Chorley. We've got plenty of time left. 65 minutes through. Relentless pressure now. Andy Priest will be asking the players to keep going now. Go get the winner.
Well, I'll tell you what, as I said before, I won't say complaining, but we were saying, who's going to take the shot, and Harvey Smith there, as the ball's come back to him in the box, he's just touched it down and absolutely rifled it into the back of the net. It's 1-1 here. And all of a sudden, we've got a game in our hands.
Yeah, it was a bit boring before, but it's not anymore. Chorley obviously haven't even made changes yet as well, so I wonder if that will change Andy Priest's methodology going forward here. Will he think about changing things now that we're sort of back in the game, or?
Be interesting to see. At the minute, all I can see is Scarborough players warming up.
Got 3 Scarborough players, 3 of the 4 that are on the bench.
Clip ball towards Federa, offside flags up against the striker.
Never even spoke to I spoke to the one of the directors about Scarborough. They've got a very small squad, and apparently the manager likes a small squad, but I think they were going to maybe dip into the loan market as the season comes along as well.
Yeah, we have to say it's quite a rare sight seeing, a substitution bench not being full in this case.
Well, apparently they've only got 2 other senior players. One's injured and one's suspended for the game. So they actually can't fill the 7 on the bench.
Headed away there by Thornley. Hunt heads it back towards Taylor. Will Edgy heads clear again. Federa tries to chest it down. Fielding battles away and wins the ball. Max Hunt now with a clip ball down the right hand side. Taylor's going to make chase for this. He's battling away with Thornton. Thornton's done quite well. There he goes down and he wins a free kick inside his own penalty area, much to the dislike of a lot of Chorley fans around us.
No, Thornton's so big, he can't be pushed over, can he, with a man that size by Elliot Taylor. He just battles and battles and battles. Thornton really knows what he's doing. Wins the free kick.
It's smart play from the Sea Dogs captain there. Clipped ball there by Maloney, aimed towards the run from deep there from Waldron. It goes all the way out though for a Chorley goal kick.
Yeah, Scarborough are similar to Chorley, small budget, but always battle up there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Andy Priest in his pre-match press conference, more after Marine, his post-match press conferences was full of praise for Jonathan Greening in terms of the job he's done at Scarborough.
Champions League winner.
Callum Rowe battling in midfield, pass on the line to Allegy. Balla does well there to battle and win a throw.
Short one.
into the feet of Balla. He's got Rio Allen for company. Pass back into Blakeman. Blakeman first time cross towards that man Harvey Smith again. It's a bit of a loose touch this time. He gives it to Callum Rowe. Callum Rowe with a bit of a lofted ball. Whitley's going to go off his line here and gather it. A bit too much loft on that one. Quick kick taken there by Whitley towards Federa. Jack Moore trying to battle away with him. And in the end, Federa with a loose touch and goes out of play for a Chorley throw.
Yeah, it's not nosebleed territory for Harvey Smith being up in that side of the pitch. Quite a lot of the pre-season games due to some injuries and stuff as well. He actually played striker.
Yeah, he didn't look out of place.
No.
And you have to say his finish before was very much like a striker's finish.
Exactly, yeah. He plays like, a target forward, if you know what I mean. And, we've got Cole Hall and Jack Sampson both injured, who are that like target forward, and he was playing in that sort of style during pre-season.
Rio Allen there with a loose ball. He's come off the chest of Fielding. Fielding picks his head up, tries to send the ball over the top here for Taylor. Can Taylor get there? It's good defensive play by Thornton to get across. Taylor in the end brings him down. It's a free kick. I do think the referee probably has that wrong correct, but
he's done well there. It's really good defending. He uses his body well, gets in front of Elliot Taylor and doesn't let him get around any side of them. Jockey's left, jockey's right, and wins. He knows himself that he's going to either win a free kick or the ball's just going to run out for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's good play once again by the Scarborough captain to come across, battle against Taylor. It's a really good battle going on between those two. Kick taken forwards again by Whitley. Harvey Smith wins his header, it goes out play for a throw. Harvey Smith isn't happy with that, thought maybe Allen tried leaving an elbow in on him. Waldron takes the throw in quickly to Federa. Charlie plays a switch off there for a moment. Blakeman steps in, fouls Federa. It's a free kick for Scarborough. Pretty decent position here, Oran.
Yeah, I think
maybe not a shooting position, but definitely a crossing position.
Definitely a dangerous crossing position for a left footer, maybe whipping it in, or a right footer, sort of waiting for someone coming in the back stick. Federa had way too much space there from that throw when it was an easy little throw into him, and there was 3 Chorley players around him, and I don't understand how he got the ball. Yeah, it's got to be Hall with a left foot here. Do you know what? He might actually go for the shot here.
It's a shooting stance, I'd say.
Yeah. Small wall. We've got Hazelhurst and we've got Balla in the wall. 2-man wall. Right on the edge of the right of the box here. Left foot coming in.
And it's low. It's cleared away by Blakeman. It's going to go all the way out though for a corner, and that bounced threw me off there a bit there.
I know what you mean. It kind of wasn't too sure if it actually went out of play. Yeah, I think Hall was just trying to put that into the corridor of uncertainty.
Change here for Scarborough. It's Waldron making way for
Tier.
Dante. Different taker this time for the corner. It's going to be Luca Colville.
Left foot coming in. The end swinger. Noticing that the goalkeeper has his hand up with that sun in his eyes, if you know what I mean. So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and it goes. It's headed away by Hunt for now. Purver tries to send it back in. Thornton's got it out wide. It's Federa, low cross. It's going to be cleared away again. Fielding gets his header a bit wrong there. Thornton battling. Fielding clears it a bit further. Purver goes up for it. He wins his header. Here's Hall. Tier with his first touch, sends out wide here to Rio Allen. Allen 1-on-1 here with Callum Rowe. Gives it to Colville. Question about maybe whether he's offside. He's not. So a shot comes in. It's saved by Stowell.
Oh my
days. The offside flag does come up, but my word, that was close.
Wow. He sort of cuts back on the left hand side. Blakeman's a little bit out of position, and Callum Rowe sort of covering in on that left back position. He cuts in on his left hand side and tries to fizz it into the bottom left corner. It looks like it goes through everyone. Lee Bowstow gets a hand to it. The ball then comes out, but it looks like the guy coming in from the left wing is offside, so if he touches it, and the referee gives a free kick to Chorley.
Yeah, so
very close.
Lee must have seen that very, very late there, because he travelled through a good 2 or 3 bodies.
Ange Papula, coming on.
Yep. Jack Hazelhurst makes way.
Yeah, he went off on the far side of the pitch. Jack still working on getting his fitness up.
Be interesting to see what this means in terms of shape for Chorley.
Looks like Ange has gone to the left, Balla's gone to the right. So standard 4-3-3 basically.
Yeah, Fielding. Looked into the air, it goes once again. fully dealt with by Scarborough. Taylor gets a flick on towards Balla. Balla.
Done well
This is a
there.
great piece of skill by Balla on that right hand side. Back into Taylor. Taylor can't do anything with it. It's cleared away by Scarborough. Hunt then sends it forwards towards Papula. Edgy will head that clear. Calverley gets on the ball. Blakeman, loose touch. Goes all the way back to Harvey Smith. He heads it back to Blakeman. Blakeman with a flick on. Chance here for Papula to get his first touch of the game. He does. Closed in, he wins his side of throwing, but I have to say, Oran, the longer and longer this game goes on, the more and more Stephen Balla's growing into this game.
Yeah, he is getting confident. A lot of players are like that, don't he? Oh, good long throw in.
A long throw in towards the box. Calverley's there and he goes off the foot of Rio Allen. It's another throw in.
Yeah, he's on the right wing now as well, so he's got to be looking to come in on that left-hand side either for a striker across. And then Ange Papula will be doing the same from the left-hand side, coming in on his right. That inside forward position.
Into the box it goes from Blakeman. It's headed away once again. It's going to go all the way back out for a Chorley throw once more. Taken a bit short this time into the feet of Harvey Smith. Blakeman again clips in towards the box. It's not cleared away just yet. In the end, the Scarborough player goes down and eventually it's cleared. Hall now trying to send a pass out towards Federa. There's a bit too much on that though for the striker to chase, and it goes out for a Chorley throw. I thought for a split second there, Oran, that maybe if a Chorley player could have, gotten to the end of that ball into the box, it could have been 2-1.
Yeah, and actually the counter-attack was a good opportunity for Scarborough as well there, but it was just a poor pass out to Federa. Actually, it was probably 2-on-1 actually there for Scarborough as well, but some bad decision making.
Yeah, Luke Hall was really overhit his pass there as Federa was making a running behind. Balla trying to use some skill. He's done really well again there, Stephen Balla. Ball out wide now to Callum Rose. Found himself on the left-hand side at this moment in time. Rowe. Ball into the box. He's deflected. It's towards Papula. Flick on. It's headed away. Waleji clears. Blakeman touches it down. Good battling though by Dom Tier, and Waleji will clear. Harvey Smith gets that one wrong and it goes out for a Scarborough throw.
I think he was trying to play it down to Colin Rowe. It's a bit of a fluff line.
Throw-ins taken by Scarborough. Waleji. It's with Thornton. Clip ball forwards once again. It's Colville now on that left-hand side. He keeps it in play. Jack Moore comes across to meet him. Here's Luke Hall. Perver. Maloney. Lots of time and space here for Maloney to pick his pass. He goes up wide here to Waleji on this right-hand side.
Got too much space.
Rio Allen now closed down by Blakeman. Allen's forced to go back here to Maloney. Perver. Clip ball over the top. It's going to go all the way through that though to leave out Stowell. See one of Leibau's trademark long kicks here from his hands, and forward it goes. Taylor's up to meet it. Colville gets there ahead of him. He's going to go straight here to Stephen Balla. Balla picks his head up, driving now inside. Then goes back outside. Two Scarborough players around him. I'm not too sure how he's going to get away from that, and in the end he concedes a throw. Probably a bit too much there from Balla.
Looks like Sam Bird's going to be coming on as well now. Sorry, no, Salmon's coming on. It's probably switched for Elliot Taylor. He has run himself today.
Yeah, once again it's been another tough shift for Elliot, but he's put himself about as he always does. Sam Fielding, clip ball, it's cut out. Rio Allen. He's got a fair bit of space here. Allen, if he turns and tries to run into it, it's a light jog forward instead. Here's Waleji, closed down by Colin Rowe, and now Blakeman's got the ball. Blakeman with a poor pass.
Behind him.
Yeah, Taylor was making the run. Jack
Space
Moore
now, Jack Moore can dive.
As you say, Oran, here comes Jack Moore. Diagonal ball out to Blakeman, good touch. Here's Callum Rowe. Game seems to have opened up a bit. Blakeman pass very, very wide towards Taylor. Taylor keeps it in, but in doing so just falls over the ball, and Waleji manages to regain possession for the visitors. Rio Allen now going down the right hand side.
Ball's gone out.
Ball's gone out according to the linesman, so it'll be a Chorley throw. I don't think Allen agrees with that.
I don't think that was actually out.
No, neither did I, but
Scarborough bench
yeah,
was
the
straight up.
Scarborough bench are not very happy with that, and you can't blame him as Elliot Taylor makes his way for Lewis Salmon. Or you hit the nail on the head there with that change.
Yeah, he's done a good shift there, so he has. Elliot Taylor, he's worked hard with those two centre halves. As Salmon go up, he'll have a go now.
Blakeman
Straight in.
Straight to Salmon, touches it down, back into Blakeman. Blakeman picks his head up, he's going to send the cross into the box. It's towards Papula, it's headed away by that man Thornton once again. Fielding now, plays it out wide into Jack Moore. Jack Moore's got to be a bit careful there, he does well to manage to get a toe on it and prod it to Harvey Smith. Harvey now bringing the ball out from defence on his own into Calvley. Calvley turns on the ball, progressing now down the right hand side. Calvley with a cross into the box, it's towards the back post. There's a really good header in there from Maleji, stopping an oncoming Lewis Salmon. It's gone out for a corner.
Really good chance there. The defender did so well to get that away. Put it out for a corner for Chorley. Salmon was flying in at that back post. That would have been a simple little dink header. That would have been 2-1 to Chorley.
Yeah,
well defended.
Maleji does his job really well there. Tracks the runner.
He's had a good game actually, Maleji, I would say. Probably one of the best in the back line there.
So it's Blakeman over the corner for Chorley.
Big men are forward.
In it goes, it's lofted in, it's met with a header.
It's in!
It's Mike Calvley once again for Chorley.
Captain Fantastic is in the air from the corner, straight on the beautiful twist of his head, right into the back of the net. Keeper does his best to keep it out, but it's in there and it's 2-1 Chorley.
Yeah, the skipper doubles his account for the season. I must say, I'm not too sure who got the final touch in there. It was obviously headed by Calvley, and then it seems to sort of change paths a bit in the box and find the back of the net. Whitley was wrong-footed. Probably have to double check that one a bit later on when we see it back, but for now I'm giving it down to Calvley.
That's Cal's goal. I like you trying to take it off him. Up in the air, straight, a beautiful header. You can see that he gets up high and twists his body and his head. Wonderful. Keeper does make a parry at it, and it might be a bit of a spill as well in terms of it maybe comes off a player when it goes on and in, but he's done well there. 2-1 Chorley, back from 1-0 down.
You know the saying, goals change games. Well, I think when Scarborough scored, we thought, Scarborough were well on top. Chorley get a goal from pretty much nowhere, and since that equalising goal, Chorley have been the team on top. Scarborough have got a throw in parallel to the Chorley penalty area. Perver now into Hall. They've worked it well here. Culver's got a bit of space. Low cross into the box. He's touched behind by Max Hunt. It's a corner.
81 minutes gone now, 82nd minute, so there's still time left. Won't be much stoppage time, but I'd say at least 10 minutes of this game still to go. Scarborough have been a threat from set pieces all game.
Yeah, it's Maloney to take the in-swinger on that far side on his right foot. In it goes from Maloney. Leibow's off his line. It's a good punch away. Won't stick there for Rio Allen. Perver puts a foot in. Here's Hall. Balla battling away. Good battling there by Balla to win the ball back. He turns away and clears it well. Good play there by Balla. It's Papula. It's a potential here for 2-on-1. Papula. Ball towards Lewis Salmon. Lewis Salmon now with Brown next to him. Salmon cuts it onto his right. Pass across goal. It's loose though, and it's cut out by Scarborough. Good play now by Calvley. Scarborough try and go back the other way. Here's Dante. Late challenge there by Jack Moore on him, and it's a free kick. Real opportunity there though. The sort of the 2-on-2 between Salmon and Papula initially. Papula picks up Salmon well. Salmon tries to find it back to him, but it's cut out well. Federa now on the left hand side for Scarborough. 1-on-1 with Sam Fielding. Federa still bearing down on goal. Pass across goal. It's not met by anyone. It's going to go all the way through here to Luke Hall. Hall, ball across goal. It's cleared away by Harvey Smith. Maloney. Clip ball into the box. Leibow's off his line. He's done well there once again.
He does that so well, coming off his line and controlling that ball, going up high and bringing it down, or fisting it away if you need to. That gives you so much confidence if you're a defender that the guy behind you is going to have your back.
Poor clearance there by the Scarborough player, then Perver doesn't do particularly well instead himself. In the end, he manages to touch it down and get it away. Scarborough playing through the lines here. Domte tried to be hacked down there by Fielding, still going, he's brought down on the edge of the box. It's a free kick right on the edge of the box. He's brought down by Jack Moore. I'll be honest, I'll be very surprised if there's no yellow card in here, but...
Yeah, there was... Calves tried to clip him as well. He sort of broke through Tom Tier.
I mean, the Scarborough fans are chanting off. I don't
even think it's going to be a yellow card, to be fair, looking at it.
I think for certain that probably should have been a yellow card, but
definitely should have been.
As far as free kicks go, I don't think you can get any closer to the penalty area than without it being a penalty than this. Really, really good opportunity here for the visitors to try and draw themselves level.
Yeah, just literally inches outside the box, inside the D, about a foot in from the left-hand side of the D.
There's 3 men over it, Rio Allen, Maloney and Hall.
Yeah, Rio Allen I think is going to smash this with his left foot, I think.
It's Maloney in the end, it's a good save by Lebo Stowell in the Chorley goal.
I didn't even see Maloney standing around the ball, don't know where that came from. Good save by Stowell there, round the right hand side of the wall, and he puts it out. But more Scarborough keep coming.
Yeah, Hall with the ball there into the box. It's gone all the way out though for a goal kick, and Stowell for now manages to preserve the Chorley lead. Andy Priest is asking for one of his substitutes to come over. I think it's going to be Adam Henley to come on next for Chorley.
I also think Mark Ellis is going to come on too.
Well, all 3 of them have made their way back here actually.
That's true.
So it's Hennes is the one who's getting stripped and ready to come on for now. But on the pitch, Stowell takes his goal kick forwards. I mean, well, appeal has just been pulled to the ground there really by Thornton, but no doing by the referee once more. Hall touches it down, tries to get away from Sam Field, and he does for now. He's got Colville ahead of him on his left. He tries to send it out to Colville. Federa's gone down here off the ball. Good turn inside there by Colville. Jack Moore gets across and in the end sends it out play for a throw. Scarborough at the minute getting in behind a bit. Throwing is taken down the line towards Alex Brown, battling away with Balla. Ball into the box is going to be cleared by Jack Moore very poorly though to the feet of Colville. Is Federa tries to get it out of his feet, shot blocked by Harvey Smith. It's I don't know what's called. That's a melee, and in the end it's given as a foul. And well, I'll tell you now.
I don't know.
They are not happy with that.
It's one of them ones where the ball's stuck between Harvey Smith's feet, and he's doing his best to get out of the way, but like I think everyone's trying to kick at it, and I don't know if the referee's giving a free kick because people are kicking him on the floor, but he put himself on the floor, if that makes sense. And,
I mean,
for the
sort of shades of when Manchester United played Middlesbrough years ago, and they were sort of chasing the referee, but not to the same extent, of course. But yeah, they weren't happy with that, and I have to say, I think if the roles were reversed there, and that goes against Chorley in the Scarborough penalty area, I don't think the Chorley faithful would be particularly happy with that either. On comes Adam Henley though for Jack Moore.
Like for like, they're on the right back position. Yeah, never a penalty by the way. It was good 2 foot outside the box actually, so nowhere near it. Definitely should have been a yellow card though, but definitely not a penalty.
So Stowell takes the free kick. Angle towards the left hand side. Salmon in battle with Waleji. Waleji's done well there to actually head that away. Maloney lofts it clear. Federa battling with Harvey Smith. Federa actually gets his head onto that, and now Harvey's on the back foot there. It goes out of play for a throw.
88th minute here so far.
Domte throwing into the feet of Federa. Good piece of skill there
well
to get away from Harvey Smith. Federa now tees it off for Tier. It's a good
save
by Lebo Stowell.
He seemed to have an age in the box there and decided to play Tier in rather than having the left-footed strike himself. As you mentioned before, he's right-footed, so the left-foot strikes he's had all game where he's been putting them wide probably didn't fancy himself. Corner here.
Yeah, corner taken quickly towards the back post. It's headed behind by Lewis Salmon. It'll be a corner from the other side.
Scarborough have everyone forward here but one player. And the goalkeeper as well.
It's Maloney over on that far side again to take the corner. In it goes, it's towards Waleji. Lebo Stowell really well, he gathers it. What a game that young man's having.
Excellent goalkeeping.
Forward it goes from Stowell towards Papula. Papula doesn't win it, it's cleared away. Quite unorthodoxly towards Willedge. Salmon battling away. Here's Callum Rowe. Clip ball over the top here for Papula. Near the box. Purver's done very well there to get
Offside.
back across. In the end, the offside flag is up against Papula anyway.
We're into the 90th minute now.
Yeah, interesting to see how many minutes are already done. Clip ball over the top again by Scarborough towards Federa. Max Hunt heads it clear. Papula now. 4 minutes added on. Papula, Purver comes in well and wins the ball back.
4. Woo. Chorley are falling back into shape.
Willedge. Here's Rio Allen. He's been closed down there by Blakeman. He goes all the way back to Whitley. Scarborough still on the ball at the minute. Hall turns on it, runs inside, passing. It's a good pass, good bit of play there. Goes all the way through to Culver. Ball across goal is cleared away by Blakeman. It's not fully cleared on yet, and then Harvey Smith puts his foot through it. That was his cross there was initially missed by Stowell. We're changing the offing now for Chorley. It looks like Sam Bird's going to come on.
Ballard's coming off.
Yep.
Stick Sam Bird in the midfield, or sorry, centre half.
I think we're probably going to see Chorley drop into that sort of back five, probably more of a 5-3-2 if I had to gather, with Salmon and Papula being the two men left up top. Purver into the feet of Willedge. Allen goes down there. Maybe have been a bit of contact from Blakeman. The referee says not enough. Touchdown by Papula. He's done well there to get away with the ball. Here's Callum Rowe. Rowe's going to pick his head up here. Papula's going to angle his run. It's a poor ball though by Rowe. It had to go more central rather than wide.
I think Rowe was thinking that he was offside, so he didn't want to play it.
Yeah, one ball over the top by Scarborough's gathered by Stowell in the penalty area. I think we both have to agree that 4 minutes is probably fair.
There's not been much stoppages in the game. The substitutions obviously would have put more on it.
Thornton and Papula battling. Papula's and in a bit of afters there between Thornton and Papula. I'm not too sure where that stemmed from. It's two players going for the ball in the end there. The handbags came out. It's calmed down though pretty quickly. Today's attendance confirmed there is 1,120. Harvey Smith's been chosen as the man of the match. Can't say I disagree.
No, he's a man that scored the equalising goal. Got the momentum changed.
Free kick taken long by Whitley. It's headed away though by Harvey Smith. Salmon flicks it on a bit more. Still Scarborough on the ball. Pass down the left wing. It's a low cross in towards Willedge. Fielding clears. Here's Salmon with his back to goal, and then Harvey Smith lumps it forwards. It's going to be Thornton and Papula battling once again. He's been pulled to the ground there. Papula, referee doesn't give anything. Henley heads it clear. It's over the head of Purver. Papula again. Calvley battling well. He's done really well there. Calvley's brought down, and I'm in shock now that he's not given a yellow card for that, I'll be honest. I know someone made a comment in the chat before saying that saying that there should have been quite a few more yellow cards, and someone said you can't give a yellow card for everything. I don't know how to word it. It's a tactical foul which hasn't been given as a yellow there, but I mean, as I said before, Matt Bell's been consistent today, hasn't he, the referees?
Yeah, Cal's done well. He sort of burst forward there and Scarborough player brings him down. Generally it's a yellow card, but he's just sort of let the ball go out.
Max Hunt gets his bearings a bit wrong with that. Free kick gives possession back to
Final minute.
With the goal kick. Final minute. Actually wouldn't be surprised if maybe we play a little bit more.
Maybe a bit more, yeah.
Whitley with a goal kick. It's towards Willedge. Callum Rowe's battling for it. Blakeman's there, puts his foot into it. It's going to be a foot race here between Thornton and Papula. Thornton will get there first. He's gone down. I don't think there's much in that really at all, but it's a free kick for Scarborough at the edge of their own penalty area.
30 seconds left. This could be the last chance for Scarborough, popping it forward.
It goes from Whitley again. It's towards the right hand side of the pitch. It's headed away by Harvey Smith. Hall with a loose pass. Salmon's going to get onto that. Salmon's got to be careful here to keep the ball. Hall wins it back. He's done well there, Hall, actually. Good piece of skill there by the Scarborough number 9. But that's his pass has gone by Fielding, and Fielding's got a lot of grass to run into here if he can keep the ball. Thornton's going to try and engage with him. Fielding's still on the ball here for Chorley. Going towards that corner flag. Still going here, Sam Fielding. Thornton tries to shrug him off the ball. He keeps it in play, Fielding, and in the end it's a piece of skill which goes wrong, and now Willett is going to come back the other way. We're past the amount of time that was allotted, probably maybe another minute or so to go here. Referee's had a quick look at his watch. Here comes Colville the other way now for Scarborough.
This must be a last attack.
Down the line it goes towards Federa. Henley's one-on-one with him. Federa checks in onto his right. It's fight shot. It's a great block in there from Harvey Smith, and Henners clears.
And that's the full-time whistle.
Full-time whistle. Chorley 2, Scarborough 1. It's a game which initially in that first half we said it was a bit of a boring game. The second half, the exact opposite. what a half of football, I must say. Really, worth the money watching for those who come in attendance. Back-to-back wins for Chorley. Oran, talk us through that.
Oh, really good comeback by Chorley there to win 2-1. Like we said, the first half was boring, cancelled each other out. Actually, the goal by Scarborough probably woke the game up and made Chorley come forward and have to take risks and take chances. Get that first goal from Harvey Smith. Smashed it into the bottom left corner from the free kick. Then, second goal, Mike Calvary, captain, fantastic. Jumps from the corner. Beautiful header. Bit of a deflection, bit of a hand to it from the goalkeeper. But it's 2-1 Chorley. A deserved win, I would say. But a really good competitive game in the second half. Boring in the first. Second half was brilliant. Well done to Chorley, but a really good performance from Scarborough as well, I would say.
Yeah, two very evenly matched teams, you have to say. Both attacked the game really well, especially in that second half. Very little to split the two teams. In the end, it's a bit of a moment of quality from Harvey Smith, which gets Chorley back into the game, and then the set piece. As we say, set piece again. Ole. Mike Calvert, the skipper, doubling his account for the season. And in the end, Chorley victorious here at the Grand Sale Victory Park. Chorley 2, Scarborough 1. That's it from us. Thank you for everyone listening from a Chorley perspective and from a Scarborough perspective today. We'll be back next week for that long trip down to Merthyr Town. As for now, Chorley get all 3 points today, and we'll see you very soon.